The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Okay, hello everyone and welcome to the iSpring Solutions webinar. Thank you very much for joining us today as we are going to talk about 24 ways to present learning material and 15 ways to test knowledge that are going to be included in our new iSpring Suite 9 version that is going to be released next Tuesday on April 24th. My name is Paulina. I'm the community manager here at iSpring and I will be the moderator for today's webinar. As a speaker, I have invited our Senior Technical Support Engineer, Stefan Burley. Hi, Stefan. How are you today?
Hi, Paulina. Perfect as ever. How are you?
Good. Thanks for asking. Stefan was working very closely on the documentation for iSpring Suite 9, and today he will be super glad to share his knowledge with you guys. Also, if any questions come up during the session, please don't hesitate to submit them in the question box. That should be on the right side of the GoToWebinar panel, somewhere at the bottom. And you should see it right now on the screen. In order to take care of your questions, I have invited my colleague, Dan Whitehouse. He is as well Senior Technical Support Engineer, and he will be happy to respond to your questions that are coming in regarding the product or anything that's iSpring related during Stefan's presentation. Hi, Dan. How are you doing today? Thank you very much for joining.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. Really glad to be here today. And of course, any questions will be answered. So keep question more.
Awesome. Okay, so in addition to this, I have also invited my colleague Irina Cooper, and she's from Customer Success Department. So if you guys have any questions related to how you can get version 9, what the price of it what the price is going to be for it, or the project you're planning to launch, please ask these questions in the question box, and Irina will take care of them as soon as she sees them in the chat. Okay, so again, for those of you, and hi Irina, I'm sorry.
Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. I'm very super excited about new version 9 that is going to be released on April 24th, and I will be glad to answer any questions about pricing and about how you can get iSpring Suite 9. So please feel free to enter your messages in our chat box. I will be glad to answer. And
Thank you
hope
very
that you
much.
enjoyed the webinar.
Thank you very much, Irina. Thanks for joining us today. And again, for those of you who are very limited on time, I'm glad to mention that the recording of this session will be available sometime after the webinar. I will be sending out the mailing to you guys. However, I would very much like to encourage you to stand as much as you can during this webinar because I think it's a great opportunity to ask any questions you have about iSpring and address them to our experts that are here today. Okay, so I think at this point we are ready to begin. So Stefan, let me please pass the mic over to you as well as the presenter rights.
Absolutely. Okay. I hope everyone can see my screen right now. Okay, first
See perfectly.
Oh, glad. I'm really happy about it. Okay, anyway, so today I'm gonna tell you about the new features of iSpring Suite 9, but first I'm gonna tell you what iSpring Suite actually is, what it can do, what it is all about. So iSpring Suite is an authoring tool for e-learning courses. Essentially, it is a PowerPoint add-in, which you can find right on the main ribbon of PowerPoint, as you can see on my screen here. So here's PowerPoint, and here is an additional tab, which is iSpring Suite 9. So basically, you work inside PowerPoint, and then there is this little tab that does a lot. So you take your PowerPoint presentations as the basis and supercharge them supercharge your slides with all sort of enhancements: audio and video narrations, here quizzes to check your users' knowledge, dialog simulations, interactions, screen recordings, and some other stuff. In addition, we have a huge content library with more than 50,000 assets, including cutout characters, backgrounds, objects, icons, and slide templates, and we are constantly updating the library with new items. As a result, you get extremely entertaining and interactive e-learning course which can be uploaded to your website or your learning management system and viewed on computers and mobile devices like smartphones and tablets. So iSpring Suite allows you to create all kinds of courses from healthcare to manufacturing. Our existing customers work in schools and universities, or they create corporate training for their companies. And today I'm very excited to introduce you to iSpring Suite 9. And I promise you, iSpring Suite 9 will help you accomplish even more e-learning goals. And here are its highlights: advanced video courses, an extended set of interactions, and new drag and drop questions. There are also dozens of small improvements and new features which will make the course creation process even smoother. Okay, let's small talk. Let's go straight to the point. First, I'm gonna tell you about iSpring Quiz Maker 9, which is the quiz creation tool. iSpring Quiz Maker is now enhanced with a new drag and drop question template for training skills in realistic situations. We also completely revamped the interface and simplified the design of questions and intro slides to create a better workflow. Now, let's have a closer look to the new features. First, create drill and practice exercises with drag and drop questions. Drag and drop exercises engage learners and help them master complex topics as well as practice professional skills. Students get actively involved in training. They can drag images, shapes, and text fields and practice the right actions in a game-like environment. With drag and drop, learners can place elements at the correct position or group items that belong together. For example, you can create a task on product shelving for a merchandising course, or ask employees to put protective equipment on a course character. For example, a task to drag objects to appropriate places will help your learners practice waste sorting, select the correct tools for the job, or pick dietetic products for a patient. You can also make an exercise for placing objects in the right order. For example, ask a salesperson to repeat a process of working with objections. Then, train with extended feedback. Give learners extended feedback to help them review their mistakes, remember a complex topic, and improve results. You can explain in detail why an answer is incorrect and provide learners with topic-related facts or even a whole article. If a learner answers incorrectly, you can give them a hint. If they've used all their attempts, provide them with extended feedback. And creating feedback is really easy. Just type in your text and insert images, like in Microsoft Word. You can support feedback with images and videos or insert a short instructions on your topic. Then, analyze answers in hotspot questions. In the hotspot question, you can now mark all correct and incorrect answers. You will know exactly how the students respond and will be able to improve knowledge on all sorts of complex topics, like advanced equipment and mechanisms. For example, you can check which parts of an air compressor students confuse most often and add detailed explanations to a training course on power tools. Easily create tests with equations. With the built-in equation editor, you can add a square root sign, a fraction, an integral, or any other math character right in the question text. Subscript and superscript symbols are right on the toolbar, so you can add exponents or type a simple chemical formula. For example, you can create tests on drug dosages for doctors or pharmacists, or on product info for pharmaceutical reps. Distractors for more complex matching questions. Now you can add distractors to matching questions. Learners will think over each pair of answers and won't be able to pick the correct pair by just eliminating choices one by one. For example, you can ask learners to match sales stages and actions or check if they are familiar with professional terms. 7 Likert scale templates to collect feedback really fast. With ready-made Likert scale templates, you can measure learners' satisfaction with their learning path, the quality of training, or their attitude to an e-course. You can also create a new scale from scratch, save it as a template, and use it in other tests. Pre-test instructions. Prepare your employees for an assessment. You can add instructions at the beginning of the test so employees can get ready for their tasks. Explain what sections the test consists of, how many attempts learners have, and how many points they should score. You can also tell learners how to work with the test, how to check out the question list, go to the next question, and finish the test. Even if there is a time limit to finish a test, the countdown will start only after the intersection, and students won't spend precious testing time reading instructions. Inspiring Workspace. In iSpring Suite 9, we've completely revamped the QuizMaker interface. The workspace is now organized in such a way that the most important features are right at your fingertips. Test questions are in the central part of the window, and settings and slide preview are in the toolbar on the right. Now you can make any test question either graded or survey. For example, you can start a test with a short survey and collect feedback on your content at the end of the assessment. Plus, version 9 supports high DPI resolution, and now it's easy to create tests for 4K or any other high-resolution display, even with custom scaling settings. Test design freedom. Explore various question layouts and polish info slides, feedback, questionnaires, and result slides. Now, all of these are in the visual editor. There's no need to constantly switch between different modes. Just select a layer and start creating. Designing a test is as easy as in PowerPoint or Word. You can create several text blocks, add images and shapes, and fine-tune transparency, shadows, fill, and outline. For example, add captions to photos or create a unique design for the result slide. Now, let's explore the features of iSpring Cam Pro, the best screencasting tool of iSpring so far. With its help, you can educate your learners with video courses, software tutorials, and video lectures. Mix and edit videos like a pro, even if you've never done it before. Okay, let's have a close look at the Video Studio's powerful features. Picture in Picture. With iSpring Suite 9, you can record 2 videos at the same time, a screencast and a webcam video. You can show both streams together or easily switch between them. For example, help new hires to master an intricate app by adding your video comments to a screencast-based tutorial. Software tutorials with visual hints. When you record a screencast, iSpring Suite automatically detects when you click, type, or use hotkeys and adds visual cues for these actions to the video. You can show your learners how to use hotkeys, explain which button is for, and teach them how to use the app step by step. Video-based courses with experts. With the new iSpring Video Studio, you can bring together videos, voiceovers, and photos and merge them into a professional video course. For example, record a video with an expert and support it with text and graphics. Plus, you can prepare your video with helpful insets to highlight the key points and boost retention. With the Pro part of iSpring Cam comes the Professional Video Studio with robust editing features. Interactive canvas, like PowerPoint slides. Now you can add videos, images, text blocks, and shapes and edit them on a canvas, just like in PowerPoint. Move and resize all the objects to find a layout that fits best for your project. For example, extend a video to full screen and focus learners' attention on a charismatic instructor, or hide a talking head video to show key findings on the topic. Multi-track timeline for audio and video. There is an unlimited number of tracks, so you can add as many layers as you need. With iSpring Suite 9, you can merge videos from multiple tracks, add audio, and even show two videos at the same time. Don't worry if you cough or misspeak when recording. You can cut out unwanted fragments and merge a video from several clips. Title screen and annotations. Grab attention right from the first scene. Start a video course with a bright and compelling intro and add infographics at any point of your video. You can use images or create annotations, graphs, and captions right in the video editor. Smooth transitions between scenes. Smooth out the transition between videos, info slides, and photos. You can adjust transition effects to make the image ripple into videos and videos smoothly flow back into images. Finally, iSpring visuals. iSpring Suite 9 will introduce 12 interactions for use in a huge variety of training situations. These interactive templates will help you present your training content and engage learners. For example, interactions will help you show product development stages, transaction cycles, or the history of your company. Working with interactions is no harder than heating up a slice of pizza. Just choose a suitable template and fill it with your text and images. Interactions have a customizable design that's easy to fine-tune to match your corporate style. Okay, let's dive into some examples of how the new interactions will help you present course content and engage learners with a lot less work. First, tabs. This interaction will help you present well-structured content in a compelling way. For example, in a management course, you can explain how to set SMART goals, as you can see on the screen right now, or how a SWOT analysis is conducted. Then, FAQ. When a new employee starts their onboarding program, they have a lot of questions on corporate software, duties of team members, and payroll. With this interaction, you can create an engaging FAQ that will help newbies get answers fast without distracting employees from their tasks. Glossary. Quickly create a glossary of terms or a catalog with easy navigation. For example, you can compile a catalog of insurance products to quickly introduce newbies to this topic. Or if your company is launching an e-learning department, create an e-learning glossary so that all employees can speak the same language, as you can see on the screen here, this example. Accordion. With this interaction, you can show a call handling procedure or even organize an online office tour for interns so that they can explore your office and their future workplaces, as you can see on the screen right now. Timeline. This module will show an employee the key events of your company's history and explain to them how your values were formed. In a product training course, a timeline will help you present the product development stages to track changes from one version to another. Then, steps. This interaction will help you train your employees to act automatically in problem situations. For example, you can use steps to provide your tech support with a step-by-step guide on how to deal with an angry client, or describe the procedure for dealing with a fire in a general safety course. Next, cyclic process. This interaction will be of help if you create courses on industrial processes and safety. For instance, you can show how part cutting or raw material processing is performed. With this template, you can show any repetitive process. For example, the Deming cycle, which is a cycle decision-making process that is used in quality management. Then, circle diagram. In welcome courses, the cycle diagram will help you visualize your brand values or show how your target audience is segmented. Then, labeled graphic. This interaction makes it much easier to describe what a complex device or mechanism consists of. Show product features or teach your employees to work with a new software interface. Then, guided image. Draw learners' attention to details when explaining how equipment works or when describing a complex diagram. One more use case for this template is a course for salespeople who need to visually present a product to a customer. Okay, then comes hotspot. With this template, you can present a layout of products or components. And if your company sells products online, Hotspot is a great way to show regions with various shipping options so that managers can answer questions faster. Or in medical courses, this interaction will help learners to master the structure of human organs and systems. Or, as you can see on the screen, an example of a healthy nutrition basics course. And finally, media catalog. Create a catalog to help employees quickly navigate through the products offered by the company. It is a great template for product training in the spheres where products can be easily shown visually. For example, if you sell clothes, furniture, devices, or food. As you can see in this example on the screen, it is a media catalog of all sorts of cheeses. As I said, they were just highlights of iSpring Suite 9, features we are proud of the most. There are also dozens of small improvements and new features to make sure your content works perfect even in the most recent updates of browsers on computers and mobile devices. That's pretty much it. Okay, Paulina?
Thank you very much. Presentation, and we have received a lot of questions from our attendees, and I think it's high time for starting Q&A. However, Dan and Irina are working very hard to get all the questions answered right away. So yeah, so far I think that we have all of them answered by now. So guys, if you have any other questions regarding the software, regarding the product itself, regarding the new upcoming options or functionalities, this is the great time for you to submit them in the question box. And I would like to mention, and I didn't catch, Stefan, if you mentioned this or not, about the upcoming workshops.
Absolutely. So all the features, all the new features are going to be covered in our guides on our website. Also, we are preparing lots of video tutorials for our YouTube channel, and also starting from the first week of May, as far as I know, we're gonna have a series of workshops where we're gonna show you how to use this or that feature, the best practices, how you can use quizzes, drag and drop questions, interactions, dialog simulations, screen recordings, and all that. We're gonna cover every new feature, and for you, I believe that's gonna be on a weekly basis, right, Paulina?
Yes, exactly. That's correct. And if you guys would like to keep up with our schedule of the webinars, you are welcome to do so. You're welcome to submit your email address, and this way you will receive all the invitations to our upcoming webinars. I am sending the link in the chat box right now. Okay, just one moment. One moment. Okay, and at this point, Stefan, could you please answer the question from Tracy? What formats does it publish in? I guess iSpring Suite.
Absolutely. So iSpring Suite, it creates courses in HTML5 format that you can upload to either your website or your learning management system. So basically, you can create either just an HTML5 document or a SCORM course or CMI5 course or XAPI course, also in HTML5 format that you can upload to your learning management system. So we basically support almost every, I believe, learning management system that is out there, every modern learning management system, that's for sure. In fact, we have on our website, we have a page where we list all the learning management system that were manually checked. The compatibility was manually checked by us. So yeah, and even if your learning management system is not in the list, you're very welcome to send us an email or call us, and we will do it for you. We will check the compatibility, so you don't have to do it yourself.
And what is the output format of the quizzes and instructions, maybe interactions? What I want to know is if students need to be on certain operating system.
Not at all. So we support all the browsers of computers. So it can be a Mac OS machine, a Windows machine, or Linux machine. And every browser out there, Google Chrome, Firefox, and Microsoft Edge or Microsoft Internet Explorer. And we also support all the browsers of mobile devices and every modern smartphone, every modern tablet, on iOS from Apple, on Android, and on Windows Phone. We support all of that. So, and you won't need to create separate courses for each device. So everything is in just one file. You have to publish just one time, upload it to your website or learning management system, and it's all going to be available under just one link in your learning management system. So no need to publish content for every device separately. Everything is just in one file.
Thank you very much, Stefan. And I guess this is a question about Video Studio from just one moment. From Can it be used as a standalone video editing tool?
Absolutely. So basically, you can just open it and then insert their existing videos and audio files and work from them there. So there's no need to actually record your screen there or get a recording from your webcam. So you can use pre-recorded video files there, pre-recorded MP4 video files and MP3 files.
Awesome, thank you very much. And also there were a lot of questions coming in regarding when this new version is going to be released. The release is planned for next Tuesday. It will be April 24th. So all the information will appear accordingly on our website. And also, yes, this session is recorded, so you guys will receive the recording of it sometime after the webinar as soon as it's uploaded to YouTube. And Stefan, I was also going to ask you a question from Don. Will courses built in earlier in iSpring versions work in iSpring 9?
Absolutely. So as soon as you install iSpring Suite 9 and open one of your courses created in iSpring Suite 8, for example, it's going to be updated for the new version. So the course is going to be updated to work correctly in version 9. And as far as I remember, you're going to have a backup copy just in case. That can still work with version 8. So yeah, your courses created with previous version of iSpring gonna work just fine.
Thanks a lot. And there is also a question from David. Are there any new features for simulations?
Dialog simulations, I assume, right? Not exactly. So, as to the features, they are as they were in version 8. But if you have a high DPI monitor, then you probably experience some issues with it in version 8, and these issues won't be present in version 9 because the interface used to be on built on Flash, and now we got rid of it completely and reworked it. So other than that, I believe the functionality itself, it remains the same, pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And there's a question from Rachel. When the quiz maker is open, can you still navigate in the PowerPoint you're working in or another PowerPoint without having to close the quiz maker?
You would need to close QuizMaker, but as a workaround, you can open your quiz separately. So basically, when you work with your quiz in PowerPoint, you can save it as a quiz file somewhere on your desktop, for example, and then open this quiz not from PowerPoint, but from QuizMaker. And this way, you will be able to have your QuizMaker opened and still work inside your PowerPoint presentation.
Mm-hmm.
It might sound a little complicated, but if you're not sure, you completely follow me, you're really welcome to shoot me an email to our support email address, and I'll be happy to uh, uh, give you a step-by-step instruction and maybe include some screenshots just so you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it is possible actually. There is like a little workaround that you can take advantage of.
Mm-hmm. Thanks a lot, Stefan. And there is a question. There actually have been quite a few questions about closed captioning option in iSpring. Do you know if it's available?
Um, you can do the following. So with iSpring Suite 9, you can include closed captions as notes inside your PowerPoint, and then for every slide, I mean. So you just insert your text that you want to act as closed captions in the notes section of PowerPoint, and then it's gonna be available in form of notes at the bottom of your screen, and your users will be able to either enable them or disable them. So there is a little workaround that you can use.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Just one moment. Okay, and there was one question. Holly, will updates continue to be released for iSpring 8? And I guess this is a question more for Irina. Irina, can you please help with this one?
Yes, sure. After the release of version 9, there will not be any updates for version 8. But if you do have maintenance active for your version 9, you will be automatically upgraded to version 9 and you will get all the upgrades for version 9. So if you want to check out if you get free upgrade to version 9, can you please drop a message to irina.cooper@iSpringSolutions.com, and I will check out this information for you and I will provide you with all the possible options.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Irina. Could you please also share your email address in the chat so that everybody sees it, can see it?
Yes, sure.
Thank you. And the next question is for you, Stefan, from Erin. Can you change colors or other design elements in the interaction templates?
Absolutely. I can even show it to you on some examples if you give me just a second. So here is
Sure, no
iSpring
problem.
Suite 9 tab. I'm going to create a new interaction here. Let's create a circle diagram, for example. Basically, here is a button which says colors, and you can adjust all the colors. So everything is customizable. Basically, we have some presets that you can use, and you can create your own template that you can save and use afterwards. So basically, every element, everything inside every interaction is customizable. you can make it work for your corporate theme or corporate template. There's no issues with that.
Okay, wonderful. And there was a question from Dana. Do you have recommendations, minimal hardware requirements for most effective use of iSpring? Maybe there is an article or some page on our website where people can check it out.
Absolutely. I believe as soon as iSpring 9 is released next week, we're gonna update our main web page, and there you're gonna find the system requirements. As to the operating system, I believe the minimum requirement is Windows 7, as far as I know. And basically, you have to have Windows 7 and PowerPoint, any version starting from PowerPoint 2010. As far as I know, I might be mistaken, so I might need to check that out with the developers. But yeah, my guess it is Windows 7 and PowerPoint 2010.
Thank you very much. Another question is from Brendan. Can multiple, and I'm not sure if I understand it correctly, but maybe you, Stefan, will.
Absolutely.
Can multiple by questions be one page? Example, geometry class need to enter the length and angles of the shape based on the information on the image. Does that sound clear?
Not exactly. If we have a version of the question, I can read it and then see. But actually, Polina, do you mind sending this question to my email address, and then I'm gonna back to our user who asked this question. I'm gonna answer it personally.
Yeah,
Because
actually, Brandon, if you could
Brendan,
please provide a little more details on the question, that would be very helpful.
maybe a
And
screenshot also. That would be perfect,
yeah,
actually.
can you have multiple questions on one page?
Not exactly. So one question per slide.
Okay, thank you, Stefan. And a question from Sharon. To clarify, the drag and drop does not work on cell phones. Is that correct? Does it work on cell phones?
Of course, it works on cell phones. Absolutely. No, no, no. Not at all. Yeah, absolutely.
It does.
It does.
Yeah. Okay, moving on. A question from Scott. Any
Paulina, you disappeared a little. Would you repeat it for me?
Sure. Question from Scott. Any updates to the player customization when publishing?
Player customization. So there are little changes there. I can even show them to you. So here we actually put the player customization button from the publishing menu right on the ribbon. So now you can choose the player right from the ribbon. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with the iSpring Suite 8, but if you are, so you're gonna absolutely see this change. So basically it is pretty much the same. We changed a little the design of some buttons to make it smoother a little, but everything is pretty much the same. You can choose between the universal template and video lecture template. Everything is customizable as it used to be, so you can choose the colors and text labels, and you can also disable top bar, you can enable it, sidebar, bottom bar, and all that. So it's pretty much the same. So yeah, as you can see on the screen, here is the basic template. But yeah.
Okay, thank you. And there's a question from Debbie. Can you use a question as an activity in the course outside of a quiz?
You can just create a really small quiz without the intro screen, without the result slide. So it's gonna be just one question on one slide, if that works for you. So there is no need to do any introductions or any result slides or anything. It can be just one slide with the question on just one slide inside PowerPoint, if that works for you. And actually, the thing is, with Quizmaker, we made the slides very customizable. So you can even imitate a slide out of your PowerPoint inside Quizmaker, so that your users won't even see that it is something outside of PowerPoint or outside the main slides of your PowerPoint presentation. So it's really customizable there.
Awesome, thanks. There's also a question from Linda. We used iSpring in our sales skills product to insert animation on slides via Flash. Can I create equally animated slides in this new version?
Not sure I completely follow you, but if you used animations inside PowerPoint, then it's all gonna be there. So all the animations that we had that PowerPoint offers, all of these, they're all gonna be in HTML5 there, exactly as you see them in PowerPoint slideshow, if that's what you mean.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. And another question is from David. Can Quiz do a live survey / MCQ and present the results visually in real time?
I believe no. There's no option, such an option there. That's a good one, actually.
Good feature request.
Good feature request. A good one, absolutely.
Okay, great. Another one from Holly. Are we able to have several one-slide quizzes send combined results at the end of the training module?
No, I'm afraid this won't be possible. So every quiz will send its separate results. If we are talking about using our feature to send the results to email addresses, and if you upload your quizzes to a learning management system, then I believe you're gonna have a score for the whole course. So that depends on where you upload your presentation and where you have your results being sent.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, sorry. Ultimately,
Sure.
if you send if you have multiple quizzes, it's gonna be just one big. No, sorry, it's just gonna be separate email addresses. But the thing is, I believe if it's not a very complex PowerPoint presentation, you can actually add info slides inside quiz. So your slides inside quiz, they don't have to be questions. You can actually add info slides. They're gonna look just like slides in PowerPoint. You can add videos to your slides. You can add text boxes. You can add images. You can add audio files. So everything that you have in PowerPoint, you can pretty much replicate in Quizmaker. So if it works for you, you can just create one quiz, and you can even have it this way: one question, and then I don't know, 10 info slides, and then another question and another 10 info slides, and then another one small question, and then 13 info slides, and like that.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then you're gonna have
Then you
sorry, Felina. Just let me finish. Just one sentence.
Sure,
I was
sure.
going to say that, and then you're gonna have just one email sent to you with the results.
Yeah, and I wanted to add that you can also set up branching
Absolutely.
so that it's gonna be
Uh,
convenient for your users, for your
yeah.
learners.
So Quizmaker has also the same branching feature as you have in PowerPoint.
Stephanie just disappeared.
Oh, sorry. I was just about to say that iSpring Quizmaker has the same branching feature as we have in iSpring Suite in PowerPoint itself. That you can use.
Yeah, cool. And a question from Brandon. Are questions all right or wrong, or can you set up partial credit for answers?
There is such an option, absolutely. So I believe multiple choice questions. Oh, multiple response questions actually have partial scoring. So here, so if your users, if there are, for example, 2 correct answers and your users choose just 1 correct answer, or choose one correct answer and 1 incorrect answer, when you have allow partial scoring checkbox checked, it's going to calculate the score accordingly. So yeah, there is such an option.
Perfect. And at this point, I just wanted to announce that we have, sorry, have about I can't talk apparently. We have about 10 minutes left before the end of the webinar. So at this point, I would like you guys to think about any other questions you would like to ask about the product, about the features, and also about the pricing for this new 9th version. So that, I mean, if you're interested in obtaining a license, if you, for example, have a trial right now and you're interested in obtaining the license, the best way for you to do would be to send your email address at this point, or even yeah, just the email address, I think. Irina, what information would you need?
Hi. So if you want to know if your existing version of iSpring Suite 8 has a free upgrade to version 9, just send me your license key so that I can check it out for you if your license includes free upgrade to version 9. I will check it out for you in our database, and I will provide you with all the possible options.
Awesome. Thank you very much. All right. So, Dan, thank you, by the way, for taking care of this many questions that were popping every other minute. I don't know how you are doing this, but you are great. Thanks for doing that. Okay, so there's a question from Erin. Can you change the font size or style in the interactions?
Would you please say it one more time for me?
Sure, sure. Can you change the font size or style in the interactions?
Yes. So as far as I know, there are options to change the text style. Absolutely. So you can change the style here. So you can select the fonts. If you have them installed on your computer, you can select the fonts for titles, headings, and text itself. Everything is changeable. You can also choose it to be bold or a cursive. And there are also all these features available. So you can choose the text alignment, you can create bulleted points, you can make list, you can underline it, and all that. So basically what I'm saying is that everything that every editing features that you have in PowerPoint itself, or even in Microsoft Word, it's all going to be available. And not in just iSpring visuals to create interactions, also in QuizMaker.
Thanks, Rena from Sharon. Do you have multi-year licenses?
Can you say it again, Polina?
Yes, this is a question from Sharon. Do you have multi-year licenses?
Multi-year, so you know all the licenses that we have are lifetime, so you can use them as long as you want. So on the subscription basis, we only have maintenance, and it will be up to you to decide whether to renew maintenance to get all the upgrades or not. But if you want to get maintenance for a couple of years, you can also drop me a message to irina.cooper@iSpringSolutions.com, and I will definitely provide you with all the pricing options.
Thank you very much, Irene. I really appreciate it. And there is a comment from Linda Willis. Excellent, informative webinar. Stefan did an outstanding job and made his presentation not only informative, but enjoyable. He sure is excited about this new version and very knowledgeable about it. Thank you. I think we're...
Thank you. Means a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much, Linda. And I think we're all excited about this new upcoming version. And Diane says, yes, he was excited and got me excited about it. Awesome. Glad to hear that. Okay, so maybe you guys, since we still have a couple of minutes and I don't want to hold you from moving on to the rest of your day, maybe you could share in a couple of words what features are you mostly excited about in this new upcoming version. This would be very helpful to us, and we will be glad to share this with our marketing, with our development team, with our product development as well, and with our support. This would be awesome for us to know. Maybe you're excited about new question types, maybe new exciting interactions, or the video studio. Just let us know what you are looking forward to play with. Okay, so while you're sharing your opinion, I would like to thank all of you guys, first of all, for attending this webinar. And I would like to thank Stefan for this wonderful presentation. Thank you very much.
Oh, it was a pleasure, actually.
Yeah, right. And also Irina and Dan for doing such a wonderful job on taking care of the questions. Thank you very much, guys.
No problem. Thank you for joining.
You are welcome. This is why we were here.
Awesome. All right, so guys, I shared a link with you where you can sign up for our future webinars, and also, like Stefan mentioned earlier, there will be the whole May we will be delivering workshops to you, online workshops on the new features, and they will be absolutely free, 1 hour long. So yeah, if you would like to receive an invitation, just go to our website, the webinar section, and sign up there so that you can keep up with our schedule. Okay, so the recording of today's session again will be sent to you after this webinar along with the useful links. And I think that at this point we've covered all the questions coming in, and also thank you very much for sharing your opinion with us, your ideas, your other feature requests for upcoming versions. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll see you at the next webinar. So bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys for attending.
Bye-bye.